Good morning, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I've come down to Crescent Springs, aka with Fort Mitchell, whatever, up here on the incline of the C&O First Division, the TP for Norfolk Southern, whatever, the rat hole, it's what everybody calls it, but everybody calls it the rat hole. First Division C&O TP is the actual like designation of it. Anyways, I've come down here today, sorry about that, to get some trains climbing up the hill and coming down the hill. We're going to check that out. We've already got a few. I just got one of the monster trains, 29F. I've got that several times. That thing was huge today. But we're down here. The weather is perfect. It's in the 60s. Low humidity. There's a breeze going on. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. I'm loving life, y'all. This is great. But I'm going to tell you one thing. We're waiting around for them trains, and once I get here, I'm going to get the video rolling. So stay tuned. Well, good morning, everybody, from Crescent Springs. I'm down here on the hill on the rat hole. They're blowing their horn for. What are they blowing their horn for unless there's somebody on the other side of the tracks? They're going uphill right now. Just heard dispatch, I think, talking to them. So they should have a DPU, maybe a man helper with their grain train. They're standing the rails. Or throwing down some sand. I don't know if you guys could see that. Oh, not a grain train. Got a mixed manifest. They were blowing their horn something fierce right there. I wonder if there's somebody around the bend. It shouldn't be there. I don't know. It's weird. Inside my truck eating some breakfast. I haven't got last night's video out yet, or edited. But by the time you guys see this, it'll be out. Loaded ethanol. These are brand new tank cars right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in a row, brand new. It's like a 1.5% grade or something like that. Goes up a couple feet every quarter mile or something like half mile. I don't know. It's really steep. Now they're coming out of the Ohio River Valley. They're coming out of the valley for that one. That's why it's so steep. It's real steep coming up here in Kentucky, especially for these trains. These big, heavy trains, man. So I decided to come down here because I haven't been down here in a while. Used to go to the Beechwood Road crossing, but it's stupid trailers there now, so. Alright, we got a DPU coming through. Possibly mid-train. Yep. Listen in. Man, that thing was screaming. Working its tail off. I wonder if there'll be a man helper on the end of this one. I don't know. We'll find out though. More loaded ethanol here. Well, that one's Sherwin-Williams on it, but it's got ethanol in it. So, I don't know. Man, that DPU was working hard. Wow. Oh, let me guys fill you on the weather. It's in the 60s right now. It's 60 degrees. 60 degrees. First day of August. I'm loving it. Some big old grainers. Built 1082. Wow. Wop, wop, wop. You can see that flat spot. But they are going slower up the hill, so. There you go, not a rack, no tag on it. Ah, I missed the build date. There's another one. Oh, it's a rebuilt. Corn syrup. Corn syrup and lots of it. Wow, there's the end. No man helper on this one. There they go. Up the hill. At this point, they're getting closer to the top. Alrighty. Well, the first one in the morning, folks. Got a couple here. We'll move up to Erlanger. And we'll maybe go down to Latonia and hopefully get some CSX action before we got to get out of here about 12:30. Stay tuned, folks. It's a great morning. Well, sometimes it's really tough to hear them coming down the hill, but I got him. I heard him squealing. He is coming down the incline, so he's going to be able to go just a little faster, but he's still got to be mindful about how fast he's going. He can't rip down this hill. It's got too many sharp turns, so he's got to apply a little bit of brake pressure every once in a while, dynamic braking, all that stuff. It'll help. This is probably 26C. It is that time of the day. 26C comes down pretty early, works the ramp down to Guest Street, and then continues on its way to Chicagoland. Amazon trailers. Only a few of them. All right, there goes 26C, most likely. Didn't hear him be calling on the radio, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But there's a bunch of new ties over there. You can all see that. I can smell that creosote. But man, oh, that's a trash guy over there. Oh well, cool. Stand by. Get some more and we'll switch locations. Well, we got one that's about to come around the bend. I could tell. I could hear him climbing the hill. Let's see what we got here. He is on the track closest to, oh, looks like we got another intermodal. Remember, I'm pretty close to the track, but I'm in a parking lot. I'm not technically on anything. He's gonna be put out right in front of me, nice and warm. Remember, I'm in a parking lot. I'm actually standing on the curb leaning against my truck, so I'm not on the ballast. I'm actually, I know I'm a little close, but I'm not in any danger. I could have moved, but I figured I'd like this angle. This is pretty cool. Blowing off the scent, the air is blowing off the scent from the pine trees, and it smells wonderful. I like it. This is an intermodal, most likely 29A. Or no, I'm sorry, 29F. This is most likely 29F here. Not 29A. 29A usually runs in the evening, nighttime hours. Early nighttime, late evening, mid-evening. But usually this guy's got DPUs on him, so look at that. But he's able to climb up the hill quicker than that mixed manifest because these intermodals are actually rather light. Containers are light. They're designed to be that way. So you can have a ton of them. You can ship a lot, especially on a cargo vessel. You have 1,000 of them, 1,000, 2,000 of them easy on those big ships. Reefer containers. Those are a little heavier, probably got frozen food in them. Wonder how many DPUs it has, either one or two. Every time I catch them, they always have two. A lot of weight pushing on them rails, though. Sometimes these intermodal containers will have grain in them. But as you can tell by looking at the springs how open they are. Alright, there ain't no grain in these. The load on that one's a little heavier, and that one. These containers will have a various variety of things. Various variety. I guess it could work. I think I hear some DPUs coming up. So we'll just say DPU coming on through, man. That one's a brand new shiny rebuild. Flammable gas, whatever's in that one. Reactor level 2. Wow. Excuse me. Well, we were moments away from a train meet. Think about it. Trailers. Yeah, they're all still. Ow. They're all still Connex boxes. God dang. Man, this is a long intermodal. 29F is usually really long. Okay, we can stop that squeaking. I'm gonna blow out my eardrum. Cover some of my ear, I guess. This is a monster. Flat spot. You don't get many of those on intermodal well cars. think the end's coming up here. More trailers. Yep. I see the end. UPS trailers. I saw one FedEx container on this whole thing. There they go. There they go. Up the hill towards Erlanger. Front of the train should be almost there. Which that is going to be the next spot that I think I might go to. Because that's the top of the hill. Anyways, there they go, folks. Awesome. Well, let's wait around for one more, shall we? All right, I thought I heard a horn for a train a while ago, like, I don't know, almost 10 minutes. Here we got one coming down the line. He's coming down the hill. He ain't, man. He ain't moving too slow. You can tell he's using that locomotive and the dynamic braking properties pretty good. This will be the final train for this one. He'll have DPU on the back. We got a loaded auto racks right here. 4 SUVs. I think I see some. Yeah, they're SUVs. Yeah. Seems to be the constant. Like I said, that's a consumer favorite vehicle there. This will be the last one here because the sun's getting in view, and if I pan to the left, once the train passes, and I will pan to the left, you're going to see why. Some landscaping timbers. Those are not railroad ties. Those are landscaping timbers. It could be parts of something else, construction, I don't know. I'm not an expert. Never claimed to be one. I'm married to an expert. I am not an expert. Empty ethanol. Imagine this is 174. Could be train 174. Graffiti in cursive. I've never seen that before. Shaking the ground on that one. Nitric acid. Ethyl methyl bad stuff. That's what I want to see on one of these train cars. DPU coming through. Oh, man. See that sun streak right there? All right. Well, it was there. Anyway, sun's gonna get bad. It's gonna come right on this side, so there they go. Thanks for joining me, folks. Take her easy. Well, folks, thanks for joining me. I had a great time down here in Crescent Springs. I always do. It's really cool to watch these massive machines pull up this hill and come down this hill using that dynamic braking and other systems to try to slow that train down because they're so heavy. They look like they're flying down the hill and they're purposely probably not trying to. But when they come up this hill, they're pulling so hard. You got DPUs, you got manned helpers. Unfortunately, we didn't see any manned helpers today, but yeah, it doesn't mean they're out there. They usually come in big, heavy ethanol trains, heavy grain trains, stuff like that. So, yeah, you'll see them though. It's really cool to see them. But man, to hear some of these DPUs screaming and some of the squealing and his weights, the weight of these trains pushing on these rails like that, these rails just want to spread apart, and you know you can't. They can't because they're staked and fastened down and all that. So really, really cool to see. But the sun's getting bad on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and close this one out. So like, comment, subscribe, share if you haven't done so already. Hit that little alert button for me to get all the notifications for when I post. And that's really good, so you watch the videos and like them and comment them. That'll help me. And if you have more time, please watch another video, because every video you watch really helps my channel. It really, really does. And I don't just say that, it really helps it. And anyways, folks, until we meet again out there on the rails, have a fantastic day.